Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I want to start off by saying that I'm sorry that it took such a long break. I've been dealing with some stuff in real life and I couldn't find the time to work on content. But I finally found the time to work on my 400 days video, so I hope you guys will like it. I had a project on my mind for quite a while now, which is a sugarcane farm. Automatic one, that is. And for that I needed a bunch of things such as gold. And for that I went to the Badlands biome that I once found somewhere in the beginning of this whole series. Now I know from my 100 days in a Badlands only world that gold is very easy to find here. I found this cave with a lot of gold. I also took other resources from this small cave such as coal because I was kind of short on it as well. And even behind coal veins there was like gold, so yeah, it's really good, and it's also great that I have fortune 3. I ended this with 3 stacks of gold, so I went home and started smelting them. I went to my XP farm to mend one of my pickaxes since it was pretty broken, like really broken. Alright, so I wanted this farm right under my castle, so it keeps working when I'm around. So I started working on this small base under the castle where I would like dump all my stuff such as furnaces, chests and shulker boxes. On day 312 I took a little break from building and I chopped down a tree. And after that I went to my XP farm to mend my pickaxe, cause it was half broken from all the mining that I did in the past few days. After that I went back to my sugarcane farm and started working on it again. Okay, I wanted to start another project since I already spent so much time on the sugarcane farm and I just needed a break. But first I went to my XP farm to once again mend my pickaxes. And after that I went mining for deep slate and tough. Why? Well, I don't quite like the looks of my castle and I just wanted to add some details to it so it would hopefully make it less look lame or plain, however you want to call it. But I don't know, man, I didn't like my castle at all. When I look at it, I just see like a block of stone with a bit of black stone on top. I just did not like it at all and I just want to get it fixed. Yep, back at my XP farm mending my pickaxe once again. It takes so much time that I should probably consider making a better XP farm, like one on top of the nether roof or the one in the end with the endermans. Anyways, I went back into the mines again just for some more gold, not sure why though. The next day I was just chopping down trees. While I was doing that, I was already making plans for what I wanted to do in the next few days. But first, I had to finish my sugarcane farm. On day 339 I went back into the mines, after finally finishing the sugarcane farm. I needed some more deep slate so I can also finish the castle details. There is still one side of the castle that wasn't finished and it just looked weird to me, so I wanted to fix it as soon as I possibly can. And hey, I also found some diamonds, but I wrote down that they are not important. Anyways, I started working on the castle details for the next few days. I finally finished the castle, but I'm still not happy with it, but I guess I will eventually find something better. Anyways, I was chopping down trees again for a project I wanted to work on later, and yeah, I needed a decent amount of wood for that, so yeah. On day 347 I decided to go to the end for some more shulker shells, because I could, use a little bit more shulker boxes, because most of them are already filled with stones and wood and whatever else I dumped in there, and I'm way too lazy to actually clean that all up, so yeah. I need another sorter, honestly. But a while ago I found an end city and I didn't go in there, so it was my plan to go there now because I saved the quartz, so why not, right? It had 2 of those massive rooms filled with shulkers, so I guess I was quite lucky with this city. And yeah, I also took like a little bit of loot with me, but yeah, it's not that special. I was mainly there for the shulker boxes, and I had 20 shells, so I went home and yeah, I made like 10 boxes, so that's quite a lot. On day 349 till 350 I was chopping down trees. I still did not have enough wood, that's why. While I was chopping down trees, I was thinking about something new I could build, so on day 351 I was preparing stuff to start making a new iron farm. My current 2 iron farms don't work that well anymore, so yeah, it's time for a new one. After I finished the iron farm, I went to the desert and started gathering sand. Once I had enough sand, I went to a safe place and started smelting the sand into glass. And while that was smelting, I just stayed AFK until it was done. I then went into the nether for netherites. I honestly don't know why, but yeah, I guess deep down I just wanted to make like a fully charged netherite beacon. I know it's a horrible idea, but I low-key really wanted to have that. I think it's a horrible idea. But after, blowing up the nether once again, I've had 17 pieces of ancient debris. Do you say it like that? I don't know, man. Day 361 I was collecting all the stuff I needed for a bee house. I wanted to add something new to my town, so that's why I wanted to make one. On day 365 I went traveling. I was mainly looking for a lush cave, and often at places where lush caves are those fancy trees. So I thought it was pretty easy to find, but I guess I was wrong, or just unlucky. I eventually did find a dark oak forest, and I actually managed to find a mansion. Now I did find the door, but I did not want to go in, even though I did want to have a totem of undying. Now I took a screenshot of the quartz and I slept on the small island that I was standing on, and then I went back home. The next day I gathered some more wood since I used some wood on the bee house, and otherwise I wouldn't have enough for my next project. On day 370 I went to my XP farm, and this time to mend my elytra and axe. For my next project I needed a lot of iron, probably like 15 stacks or so, but I'm not sure. I started exploring and going into every cave I could possibly find, and it's definitely a good thing that I have Fortune 3. I also took coal and copper with me. It would be a shame if I didn't take it, since I don't have much coal left. And hey, I found a lush cave, made a bucket, and I took the axolotl with me. I also took the glowberries with me, and you will eventually see why. I went to my iron farm and started smelting the raw iron. Meanwhile, I will AFK at the farm to get even more iron. I started working on the storage. Okay, so the looks for the storage is pretty much done. All I needed now is to mine for some more redstone, since I used almost everything on the sugarcane farm. I don't know how. I also decided to mine some iron in case I needed more. And then I started working on the sorting system. Okay, so I had a problem and I couldn't figure out what I did wrong, but the sorting system did not work at all. I even tried to rebuild a small part to check if I really made it wrong, and that's when I realized that whatever those things are called were wrong, so I fixed that right away and now it works. So there were a bunch of things I still wanted to add to my storage, like I wanted to have all the wood types together, but I only had 3 types of wood in my chest, so I needed to gather a bunch of things. So first I went to the Badlands biome to get red sand and terracotta. I also got some birch wood from the forest nearby, and then I also got some acacia wood. I then went to the dark oak forest for some more dark oak wood and saplings, and once I got all of that, I went into the nether. First thing I took with me was soul soil, and after that I took glowstone with me. Last thing I needed was some obsidian. I found this lava pool, threw some water over it and started mining the obsidian. On day 397 till 399 I was getting my items sorted out, and finally most of my shulker boxes were empty. I probably should have built this automatic sorting system sooner, but I never really understood redstone, so I often tried to avoid it. But this is really nice to have, and it will save me time. So the reason I wanted to find a lush cave some days ago was for glowberries, so I could use them as decoration in the bee house. It just looks way nicer now. I pretty much wasted the rest of the day on hanging out in the bee house because I really liked it, and it looked so cute, okay? I watched the sun go down from my castle, and yeah, cheers to another 100 days, guys.